You want to say it right? Testing 1, 2, 3. How's that? Hello. Hello, Rachel. Can you hear us? Hello. Are we live here? Are we live? Can't hear it. Yeah, I heard it then. I think we're good now. It's good now. You got to call me for the commission. Move this over, please. There you go.
SROs and county employees.
Yeah.
All rise, please. County legislative meeting, county session. All the having business before the meeting, give attention, you'll be heard. I'll say this state, United States. Chaplain Ballard, you lead us in prayer, please, sir.
God, we thank you for all the redeeming blessings to us. We thank you for the opportunity to be able to handle the responsibilities of this community. We pray to guide, direct, and just help us know your direction each and every turn. We put you in praise all along the way. In your son's name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Mr. Elgin. Come on up here with me. You be so good to lead us in the pledge of allegiance. Pledge of allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The Houston County Commission meeting is called to order, please. Can you hear that? Can you hear it any better? You get one of those other mics. Joy, she's gonna get one. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Houston County Legislative Body meeting is called to order. Roll call vote, Mr. Brown.
William Agee.
Here.
70 Smith.
Here.
Brenda French.
Here.
Steve Hall.
Here.
Lynn Baggett.
Here.
Jonathan Floyd. Darrell Kingsville.
Here.
Howard Spurgeon.
Here.
Vicky Reedy.
Here.
Gene Tolley.
Here.
Garrett Mathis.
Here.
Fred Richardson.
Here.
Carter Carey. Robert Parchman.
Here.
You have a quorum present.
Okay. You got an agenda before you. Could I get the approval on the agenda, please?
Second.
Got a motion second. Any discussion on the agenda? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next, you got your minutes approval. Get a motion for that.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion on the minutes? All in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Opposed? Next on the agenda, you got your notaries. You got a new one, Katrina Gant and Teresa Bryant. Mind standing, please. Is Miss Gant here tonight? She's not here. I don't think y'all can approve her not being here. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Can I get a motion to accept Miss Bryant, please?
Motion.
Second.
Would you have a second?
Anybody second that?
I did.
Okay. Any discussion on Miss Bryant? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next, you got a renewal, Miss Kelly Irons.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion on Miss Irons? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Under old business, got your email update. Jamie was supposed to be here. I don't see him. Number two, you've got your update for your budget amendment for general session judge. I don't think we need a motion.
Move we approve?
Got a motion from Glenn. Get a second on that?
Second.
Any discussion on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number three, you got your Danville store discussion.
This is a holdover from the last meeting, which we tabled a discussion of approving their requested resignation of the current operations by the Tourism Committee. Discussion ensued, and it was determined that we would hold it for this meeting. With that, I move that we as the legislative body agree to acknowledge their requested resignation of the current operators in Danville Park effective 12/31/24.
We got a motion there.
Second.
Anybody second?
Second.
Any discussion?
You say effective 12/31.
12/31/24. Yes. Any discussion on that?
Did our county attorney consult with their attorney?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Without going into executive session, which would be
I'm not asking that.
So we'll put it out for bid. As soon as
Well,
possible.
that's a separate conversation.
Yeah, it's a separate conversation. We're not,
Just accept their resignation.
we haven't voted on this yet. Any discussion on this?
I'm feeling that we should wait until we've had time to talk with our attorney about this situation, that it really should be tabled again until the next legislative meeting. Because they came back and said that they did not want to stop doing what their contract.
Our next meeting is in January, isn't it?
That's correct. Any more discussion on this?
What's your advice, Charles?
We're still under contract, so without getting into too much detail, we have a 10-year contract with them.
I mean, more of, should we put it off to January or would it take action tonight?
Well, I think the action will need to be taken from the mayor's office, probably more than the commission. But if the commission wants to acknowledge what this party has done, I think that's up to the commission. I don't think this vote is going to breach their contract or kick them out of a contract or anything like that, if that's what you're asking.
The motion that I've made strictly does nothing except acknowledge their requested action.
They came back over seeing the path that one not late.
It's going to boil down to the contract, if they're willing to come out of the contract without getting into too much detail. We can go into executive session and talk more about it next time or tonight or whatever y'all want to do. I wouldn't be able to disclose too much publicly.
Any other discussion? We've got a vote in a second. Any more discussion? We're gonna do a roll call vote on this. Mr. Brown?
Will Major,
No,
Stephanie Smith,
Yes.
Randall French.
Yeah.
Steve Hall,
Yes.
Glenn Baggett. Yes. Jonathan Floyd, Darrell Kingsville,
Yes.
Howard Spurgeon,
Yes.
Vicky Reedy,
No.
Gene Tolley,
Yes.
Gary Mathis,
Yes.
Fred Richardson,
Yes.
Carter Carey, Robert Parchman.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Motion passed. Next on your agenda, you got new business here. Sheriff Suggs, if you would, this is for your presentation now.
Yes, sir. Like the honor guard with me. Also, like David man, our Spurgeon to step up here, take part in squad from Navy.
Sheriff, if it's okay, I'd like to
Yes, sir. I was gonna ask.
ask Mr. Sam Nenow from Mark Green's office and Gabby. I went blank on your last name, Gabby, I'm sorry.
Gardner.
From Senator Haggerty's office. They've came down to help with this, and we thank them for being here. They're really good to Houston County. I know I aggravate them a lot, but they always come when I need them.
Tonight, I think that I said, we're here to honor the passing of Herbert Gould. Herbert Gould was a man. I don't know many men around here as smart as he was. Everything he put his life into, it was to the fullest. He was a Navy man, he was a military man. He and I went to Austin Peay together. He had a whole lot to do with the turn of my life. I know a lot of you grew up in here with me. First man I ever rode in the front seat of the police car with. Got a few of them backseat runs, y'all know that. But I done a ride along and he turned me around and took me to short of 38 years of service. He's always followed me. He started me in the canine work. We had a good reputation in Dixon on account of that. With the dog that he trained, I've known his family forever. I can't say enough good. Herbert Gould was one of the icons down in White Oak. He done that White Oak program for the kids to have a place to go. That was a county park. It took a lot of work, and he did it. And he stuck it out. And we're aiming to try to keep it going and see it through what we're doing now. He was very much loved in White Oak community. We served down there together at White Oak. And, well, you'll see it. Where's the Gould family? Y'all can come up. We're going to just bring it right up. Show the commissioners first. Come on in. Okay, you can bring it up. This plaque and more was done at the jail by these individuals here behind me. They are currently, I'll say, tenants of mine right now. This is the kind of work they do for the craftsmanship of everything you see on this board. This is hand drawn. It took months and months. Herbert Gould was all about the Navy rope, and Mr. Spurgeon, I talked to him about that, and he concurred. I didn't know how important Knox was until you're a Navy man. But this has every commissioner's name on it of current, every deputy of current, jailer, and the rules that when I decided I'd run for sheriff in 14, I can't even hardly see it. There's 8. Always put your heart and deep thought in everything you do, in your decisions. Be honest and transparent to the citizens. Never make promises you can't keep. You are a sheriff of a small town. Be yourself with no false pretense. Never forget where you come from. Always obey your oath of office, your faith in God, and your obligations. Were a good citizen. I got to troop up just a minute. All right, you hear me, Ernest? In hard times, look for your faith and advice from your trusted friends. The office of sheriff and your badge is never for sale. Mentor Herbert Gould to Sheriff Kevin Settle. Is it yours?
Thank you.
I've asked the people of Whitehall, community center of Whitehall, when you get all teary eyed together, and we I've asked the citizens of Whitehall, because he does so much, it would be a whole lot to us if we could put this in a Royal Community Center for everybody to see in the upcoming future. I've never done this, but he was a great man, real great man, and we all in this room miss him. But you always got us as a family. I love y'all. I'm tore up like crap, I'll be honest with you. Herbert Gould, there's one, he sent the bails to me. Ever since I've been sheriff, we believe in God out there in that jail. We believe in our education program out there. And Mr. and Miss Bale, and they got a lady comes now with them. I'm sorry, ma'am, forgot your name. And I'm just being honest. But I thank y'all for coming and taking part with these prisoners. A lot of these boys and girls ain't got a soul for what they see out there. And you made a big difference. And Herbert Gould wanted the Bales to do this. And you know it happened. And everybody's welcome to come. I mean, but thank y'all so much. There's so much good things to say about this man. But he was TBA man. He was policeman in Waverly after he retired out. And he was chief deputy in Houston County when I come back home from school, and said he was around her. But he was a real good man, general. And Miss Gabby, do you?
I have a letter that the senator wrote for.
Here you go, man.
So, dear Gould family, is it Gould? Sorry. It was with sadness that I learned Herbert's recent passing. He will always be remembered as a family, friends, and his community for both his patriotic service to our nation and his years of dedicated service to his fellow Tennesseans. I know he will be missed dearly. While no words are adequate at this time, I hope you can take some small comfort in knowing that your prayers are, your family are in my prayers. Sincerely, Bill Haggerty. Sorry, I'm not a public speaker.
Thank you, ma'am. Sir?
On behalf of Congressman Mark Green, I wish he could be here tonight, but they're in session this week. But sorry for your loss. And on behalf of our office, I want to give you an American flag that was flown over the U.S. Capitol for members of the school.
Mr. Howard, is there anything to be said on the Navy's part, sir?
If the Navy, once a sailor has departed this world, we always say as remaining sailors, we now have to watch.
Thank you, sir. Well, like I said, I would like permission to put that in the Whitehall Community Center. I have Mr. and Miss Walker here, my president of the the community center's here, and I promise you it'll be placed down there for as long as history. If that's okay with y'all.
Please do.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, this is not over yet. I'm a little surprised that the mayor and the commissioners called. We kind of didn't really. We didn't tell an individual about this, but we just found out about this. The Honor Guard is a very, very important role to play to the military and to the citizens of the county. Fortunately, I've got to go to every Veterans Day since I've been home. And these gentlemen up here have been there in the winter, summer, rain, funerals, whatever. They've never failed. Never failed. Then I learned the other day that one of the members was retiring out. But we wasn't going to let him go out easy. So we got him up here tonight for the last time he'll wear his uniform. And we just really didn't tell the truth about it. It is an honorable night. But Mr. Billy Elliston, this plaque is for you from the sheriff's office and the high members of this court and these good citizens for your over 20 years of participation as an honor guard of Houston County. You stood over so many major brave soldiers, seen their last time on earth, and you're going to be greatly missed and very hard to replace. On part of the Houston County, this is your plaque for all your hard work.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I knew it was over 20, but I couldn't get it right, but I knew it's a long time. Mr. Mayor, do you have anything that you want to?
I have another letter from the senator as well. Dear Billy, I want to write to express my sincere gratitude for your remarkable service, both in the United States Navy and as a member of the Honor Guard for Houston County. Thank you for your unwavering commitment. Your efforts have been meaningful and so important, an example and an inspiration for us all. Your legacy of selflessness and devotion to our nation and your community will always be remembered. Thank you for your service. Sincerely, Bill Haggerty.
You're working with Haggerty, sir.
Yes, sir. On behalf of Congressman Green, also thank you for your service in the military and Honor Guard. I want to also present you with a flag that was flown over the United States Capitol. Thank you.
Y'all want to bring this picture too? Y'all in Pasco County or county elected, we sure appreciate y'all coming. This is very good. Thank y'all for everything you do and you do for the county. What you do for the people. You know, you just going home, I don't mean it's gonna be different, we gonna be seeing you.
I live on 149, I know you
Eat a few meals down there. Is there anything the Commissioner, Mayor Burke would like to?
appreciate you. Congratulations.
Anything from the commission, Mr. Howard, Randall, New York? Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
I just have one last item as well. Your fine mayor, Joey Bragg, represented Houston County in DC with me and, with the senator. And so I brought a picture from him signed from the senator as well. So. Mayor, hold it up. There you go.
Thank you for taking care of it. What may go, if I may, don't go in your share. Last Saturday, we had the 6th District American Legion meeting here, catered by Malzone Midway. Sheriff donated the eats, and boy, did we get some compliments on those. But we wanted to give you this. I know you didn't ask for this, and I don't want to embarrass you, but we felt that it was deserving, and we appreciate you in showing up and helping us, and it made for quite a meeting, and we appreciate your help.
Well, I've always done it because it's the right thing to do. It's still the right thing to do. We can't give back to these. Look here, y'all, you know freedom ain't free. A lot of people didn't come back. A lot of them come back in a bad way. And we was glad to do it.
We'll call it a donation.
Yes, absolutely. But y'all, thank y'all for all coming, and that's our gift to y'all for what you do for us. And, you know, I know what it's like to be gone and come home. I remember as a little boy seeing Ray ship out, big enough to stand in the back seat of grandmother's car and his mother, and it was all green. I remember that. And I thought I'd follow that path, and I got the Marine Corps and got to stay 4 days, and it put me back out home for asthma. Beat that asthma, but I could run a ball and boxed all the way through school and done everything I wanted to do, but I couldn't join the Marine Corps. I couldn't be like Uncle Ray. But Lord put me where he wanted me to be. God bless y'all and have a safe trip home. Thank you for everything you do for us.
I guess Jonathan's here, but I don't know if you see Jonathan over there. He's here. I don't know if he's you're one of this. You can just say you just want the ladies, very important ladies.
A year and a half, we've heard
Thank you, Sam and Gabby, for coming down. Thank y'all. Next on the agenda, we got, select the chairperson and the chairman for 25. Taking nominations.
Nominate, you, Mayor, to be the chairperson of the legislative body.
Any more nominations on that? Any discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Next, we elect the pro tem, chairman pro tem. Take nominations for that.
Nominate Randall French as the chairman pro tem.
Second.
Any other nominations? Did you get the second?
I didn't.
It was Robert or William?
William.
William, thank you.
Any other nomination? Any discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Next, you got your convenience center discussion update. After we had our waste event on October the 5th, it was noted that we could start sorting our air conditioner unit separately from our scrap metal, and they would give us more money for it. So they've actually, we worked with the state, and they've actually brought us a dumpster, and we're keeping that separate. It's more money, quite a bit more money for the air conditioner stuff over the regular scraps. So they actually furnished us a dumpster after we had our event, and it'll be bringing a little more money to 116. Just wanting to keep the commission updated on that. Any comments on that, or just trying to get more revenue? That's all.
Good.
Next, you got number 4 is your floodplain development permit information. I think he spoke to us the other night. I don't think we're acting on anything there tonight. Is that correct?
We're gonna take action on the commercial people tonight for the land or convenience center.
Yes, that was actually in our meeting the other night, when we had our solid waste. Who was the chairman? You, Randall? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, because it needs to be approved by everybody.
That's right.
We had a convenience center meeting and we have a problem with commercial contractors and disposal of their waste, lumber, etc. Still, we will not take the shingles, but right now we're taking it to Clarksville. Round trip's taking about 3 hours, plus they got to pay for the trailer when they're there. So we came up with a proposal that in the future, they'll dump up here, we'll set aside one of the older boxes, because we've got problems from the massive boxes down, material damages in the boxes. So we use an older box with little compression. We'll charge $125 per load.
No matter how big the truck.
We're better.
It's a trailer, on the trailers.
Yeah, it's gonna be, they're brand new trailers, so that's what it's gonna be. In Clarksville, I think they do it a little different, but of course they collect the money right there. If you all be managed by the sheriff's, all be managed by the mayor's office, the invoicing and the payments. So with that, I'll make a motion that effective December the 1st, commercial contractors be charged $125 per load dumped at the convenience center. Handled through the mayor's office, and anyone that is over or unpaid for over 30 days, they will not be able to dump till they bring their invoices current.
Second.
Any discussion? Do a roll call vote.
William Agee. Stephanie Smith.
Yes.
Randall French.
Yeah.
Steve Hall.
Yeah.
Glenn Baggett.
Yes.
Jonathan Floyd.
Yes.
Daryl Kingsville. Howard Spurgeon.
Yes.
Vicky Reedy.
Yes.
Gene Tolly.
Yes.
Garrett Mathis.
Yes.
Fred Richardson.
Yes.
Carter Carey. Robert Parchman.
Yes.
Motion passed. Next, you got your floodplain development permit information. He came to our working body the other night and spoke. I don't think any actions required tonight. Do you need to say anything else, Chris, on that, or?
I really don't. We talked the other day, about trying to come up with some method to be able to stay in the floodplain, the National Flood Insurance Program, that Houston County is a part of. So we just need some method so that my office gets notified when somebody starts building a permanent structure. That way we can verify that they are not in the floodplain. I think it's good for the community. It's good for the people who are building to know they're not in the floodplain, because they may not know we've got somebody coming in from out of state. They don't know the county. They're coming in sometime buying property sight unseen. If they get here and they're going to build a house, they need to know they're not in the floodplain. Just to protect them. And the county agreed that we could do that as part of the National Flood Insurance Program that we signed up for last year. So we're kind of required to do that. So we just need some methodology so that we get a notification so we can research the property when they're going to build.
I would like to make a motion that we send the floodplain management to the building committee to be reviewed, and hopefully a strategy come up for them to develop a strategy for the floodplain permit notification. We don't know yet. Process.
A second.
Can we get a second? Fred, second. Any discussion on that? Roll call vote.
William Agee. Stephanie Smith.
Yes.
Randall French.
Yep.
Steve Hall.
Yes.
Glenn Baggett.
Yes.
Jonathan Floyd.
Yes.
Daryl Kingsville. Howard Spurgeon.
Yes.
Vicky Reedy.
Yes.
Gene Tolly.
Yes.
Garrett Mathis. Fred Richardson.
Yes.
Carter Carey. Robert Parchman.
Yes.
Motion passed. Number 5, you got your building committee meetings. I think our chairman's here.
Yes, the problem we have at 911, of course, I think most commissioners know, but the front part of the building is actually,
Could we give you a mic, Mr. Howard? They're having a hard time hearing on YouTube.
okay. The 911 building is having structural problems with the front part of the building actually leaning outward. If you walk inside and look down the hall, you can see that it is slanted outward. We have undergone some verification of that. We've looked at a couple of independent vendors, and the cost can be minimal, by minimal being 100,000+ to probably $1 million+. The problem in the building is that we cannot move the call center. To move the call center will cost the county in excess of $1 million just to move and relocate the cables and everything else that's there. What we're proposing is a motion, and the motion should be to the effect that we propose a bid be produced, and I'll make this as a motion, draw it here. make a motion that we bid out for repairs, the building structure in such a manner that we are not required to relocate the existing call center due to the cost of such move.
Second about.
Second.
Any discussion?
If we put out the bids, how long will it take, you think, for somebody to get the bids? What do you think? What do y'all think about that?
Hopefully no more than about 3 months. The building is at the point that it is almost to the point we can't use it.
Well, is it something that, if you get the bids, we need to come back in December and get that done instead of waiting till January?
You're not gonna have the bids back that quick and be ready. It'll be January.
It'll be, I don't see how we can get through the paper process before the January meeting. At that such time, we can look at the bids and move forward.
We'll have to run it in the paper 2 weeks, so to get the bids.
With the holidays, it's gonna be tough to get something.
Any more discussion? All in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Opposed? Next, you got your Board of Education Transportation Director salary. Can I get a motion on that?
Make a motion, we approve.
Get a second?
Second.
Any discussion on that? All in favor?
Roll call, please. Roll call, please.
Roll call vote.
William Agee.
Yeah.
Stephanie Smith. Randall French.
Yes.
Steve Hall.
Yes.
Glenn Baggett.
Yes.
Jonathan Floyd. Daryl Kingsville. Howard Spurgeon.
Yes.
Vicky Reedy.
Abstain.
Gene Tolly.
Yes.
Garrett Mathis.
Yes.
Fred Richardson.
Yes.
Carter Carey. Robert Parchman.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Sorry about that, Vic. I forgot you working for school. Next, you got your general purpose budget resolution for the Board of Education. Can I get a motion on that?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call vote.
William Agee.
Yes.
Stephanie Smith.
Yes.
Randall French.
Yes.
Steve Hall.
Yes.
Glenn Baggett.
Yes.
Jonathan Floyd.
Yes.
Daryl Kingsville. Howard Spurgeon.
Yes.
Vicky Reedy.
Abstain.
Gene Tolly.
Yes.
Garrett Mathis.
Yes.
Fred Richardson.
Yes.
Carter Carey. Robert Parchman.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Motion passed. Number 9, you got your resolution 6/2025, 122 revenue. You'll be voting on the one you got tonight, not the old one.
Make a motion, we approve.
Can you get a second?
Second.
Any discussion on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next, you got your highway,
Joe,
no, I'm sorry,
you skipped number 8, they said.
that's the one we just did.
Mhm.
We just did number 8.
We sure did.
That one we did was number 8.
I'm just writing over.
Number 9, you got your resolution 6/2025, correct revenue.
Make a motion, we approve.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Next, you got your Highway Department Resolution 7/2025, speed limit on Buckeye Road. I think the Highway Commissioner's here. I
Make a
think
motion, we approve.
she has, I'm sorry, she has addressed the commission. Go ahead.
Last week I was here and discussed it. Do y'all have any questions?
Can't hear you.
Sorry, my leg went to sleep. I was here last week and discussed it out on Buckeye Road. It's needed, the influx in traffic with all the workers over there for the TPA plant. It's needed. I've had many people call the office and come by and address their issues with it. And I've had work crews out there and there's been several near misses. People are speeding. So it's just something that, you know, my office can put forth to you guys and y'all just decide if it's something that y'all think is needed.
Lower to
35.
35. Sheriff Suggs,
Yes,
you gonna have a deputy out there full-time on Buckeye?
I'll probably have one out there as much as I can, but I don't think they'll be full-time. We have been running highway patrol through there too, but,
You're wrong.
Yeah. If it's not posted, it's 55, assumed 55, so. Any county road.
Yeah, do what?
that's speaking of, you have, because she said the other night,
I'm sorry, I don't know.
until she posted everything's 55, didn't really have a whole lot to do now. It should help.
Not really.
You need, you
If it
have
was
to get the
enforced, it'd help,
commission
but
to make,
If it's not
your
enforced,
attorney there
it'd be a
could
waste
say,
of money. to spend
they
to look
can
at the sign.
amend the
Well,
minutes, they can, or the
That's what we
agenda,
do in the
they
highway
can make
department, so.
something.
If I see a need, there's a lot that comes up to my desk and I don't really see a need. And if I have the volume of people that have called and we've been out there and we see the need, then we'll do something. But unless they come to you guys and y'all present it, or I present it, but it's up to y'all if y'all. I think it is. You're gonna get half and half. Some people will see the sign and be like, I need to slow down. Some people won't. So I think it will help. It's not gonna make it worse. So I think it will help.
Signs weren't expensive anyway, right? You said on night.
They're under, I've ordered 8 signs already. We have other 35-mile-an-hour, so I thought if we don't use them here, we can use them somewhere else. So they're under $200 for all of them. So with the post and everything, you're probably looking at $350. The time it puts it, it takes us to put them out. So for 8 signs. So I mean, it's worth saving a life if it helps. I think it will.
Can we get a motion on that?
We did.
You
You already got it.
We need
And a second. We get a second.
I need a second.
I thought she seconded.
We didn't second
Yeah,
yet.
I second.
Yeah, this.
Oh,
Stephanie.
I'm sorry. Okay. It was
I
kind of at the
miss you
same
too.
time.
I miss you too.
Any other discussion on Buckeye Road? We'll do a roll call vote on that one.
William Agee?
Yeah.
Stephanie Smith?
Yes.
Randall French?
Yes.
Steve Hall?
No.
No?
No.
Glenn Baggett?
Yes.
Jonathan Floyd?
Yes.
Daryl Kingsmore? Howard Spurgeon?
Yes.
Vicky Reedy?
Yes.
Gene Tolly?
Yes.
Garrett Mathis?
No.
Fred Richardson?
No.
Carter Carey? Robert Parchman?
Yes.
It passes.
Motion passed. Now, I need to back up just a little bit on the notary here. Miss Gant came, she was not here when we started. She has actually left her job.
Make a motion to approve
Any discussion on Miss Gant? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, Ms. Gant. Number 11, we got a SHIP IDB nomination. Mr. Ray Frazell, he's here. He's in the back. Can I get a motion to accept him? His term will start January 1st.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Any questions for Mr. Frazell while he's here? Any discussion from y'all? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Pass. Number 12, you got your Sheriff Tyler Tech agreement contract. Can I get a motion on that?
Move we approve.
I'll second.
Any discussion on that?
Is that something that they done already?
That was what he discussed in the working body Tuesday night.
Okay.
Thank you, Ray. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Number 13, you got your Health Department maintenance of understanding for Health Department renovations.
Make the motion we approve.
Motion in a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Health Department TEC contract amendment. Get a motion on that.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number 15, you got your Health Department State of Tennessee and Houston County Co-op agreement.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number 16, you got your renewed library board. Can I get a motion on that?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion on the library board? Mr. Ross is here. I know he's the chairman, I think, and the library boss is here. Oh, Melissa. I'm sorry, Melissa. Any questions for them? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Number 17, you got your Broadband Connected Community Facilities Program grant contract. Get a motion on that.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number 18, you got your used automotive fluid recycling grant.
Move to approve.
Second.
Any questions? Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number 19, you got your high visibility enforcement of Tennessee traffic safety laws grant.
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next, number 20, you got your archives, NHPC, RC, State Board Programming Grant. I think Miss Melissa would like to say just a minute to y'all.
Just like Russ said, when I talked about my other grant, I want to show you what we're going to be doing. This particular grant is a grant through the Tennessee State Library and Archives. And the most you could apply for was $5,000. This year we received $2,981. It's a very competitive grant and we apply for it every year. This particular grant is, the requirement is that you have to use the money to archive historical documents, photographs, or artifacts. This year we chose to, by purchase archival materials, to archive our military collection, which includes documenting all of our veterans. So you all may not know what we have in our military collection, which is getting growing every day. We have things like a gas mask. And we're going to be buying specialty boxes because this is very unusually shaped. So we're buying specialty boxes, and then we're going to be buying protective sleeves for our documents and photographs. We have a nice helmet. And this is just a very small piece of what we have. I want to show you some of the things. And we have a couple of canteens. And so we have the specialty boxes for these, and so this grant's going to help us purchase that, which means that Houston County taxpayers will not have to purchase those materials. We also have a lot of documents and photographs. This particular document is the discharge of V.B. McKinnon, from World War II. The original document. And then we also have photographs like this one. This is Bob McKinnon, some of you will remember Mr. Bob. So I'd just like to show you what we're going to be spending our money on. We apply for these every year. There's no matching. It's given to us 100%. Thank you.
Good deal. Next on new business.
So, do we need a motion? Accept?
Oh, yeah, we do need a motion on that, please.
Motion to accept the grant.
Second.
Second, I'm sorry. Any other discussion on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next, I'd like to ask the commission on new business if we could amend the budget, the agenda. I need to add one thing that came up, at the last, the EMA and the fire, were actually wanting to move in to the EMS building for now. Is that correct? They had asked and I told them I would bring it up. Can I get a motion to amend the
I make a motion we amend.
Need a second on that, Randall? Any discussion? All in favor of amending the budget?
Aye.
Now, can I get a motion to accept this, or
Make a motion that we approve the, proposal.
can I get a second on that? Who second? Sarah? Any discussion?
How temporary is temporary? I didn't believe it was going to be temporary. We wanted to move into the stalls, just the stalls. The new truck barely fits downstairs. So right now it's upstairs. If we park it downstairs in our fire station now, you can't walk in front of it and you can't walk behind it. It just barely fits. So it's upstairs right now. We don't need the rest of the building. We just need the stalls. And then if we move our fire trucks upstairs, EMA can put their equipment out of the weather filing downstairs where we are. Okay, misunderstood that. Thank you.
So you heard that, what he's wanting to do with his truck, so. Got a motion and second, any discussion? Any, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next, you got your budget amendments and transfers. You want to do one at a time? Number one, you got $23,824.57 for a 911 generator.
Motion we approve.
Any discussion on that?
Yeah, what's our current fund balance in the unassigned? Current fund balance of the 101 unassigned?
Got to pull up for you tomorrow and send out. I don't have it on me.
I know what it was on October 31st,
That's close. That's good enough.
3.1.
Thank you.
That doesn't include restricted.
That doesn't,
That's not the actual number.
yeah. That is not the actual number, but that's what we got from the trustee.
Thank you.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next, you got 13,000 convenience center, 2 open top containers. That's not coming out of unassigned. That's coming out of 116 budget.
Motion approved.
Second.
Any discussion? We saved enough money up there to buy the boxes. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number 3, you got 6,000 veteran service budget correction.
Motion.
Aye.
Opposed? Next, you got 454 county litter grant correction.
Motion to approve.
Who seconded? Darrell.
We passed 4. We passed. the
We did.
We skipped
Archive, we skipped
Oh, we
archive.
skipped it, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep skipping Melissa. We're voting on number 5. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number 4, 2981 archives grant appropriation. Can I get a motion for that?
Move we approve.
Second.
Any discussion on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number 6, you got your Board of Education transfers, October salary amendments, retention award grant, and September summary financial statement.
Motion we approve.
Any discussion on board, school board? Do a roll call vote on that one.
William Agee?
Yeah.
Stephanie Smith?
Yes.
Randall French?
Yes.
Steve Hall?
Yes.
Glenn Baggett?
Yes.
Jonathan Floyd? Darrell Kingsville?
Yeah.
Howard Spurgeon?
Yes.
Vicky Reedy?
Abstain.
Gene Tolly?
Yes.
Garrett Mathis?
Yes.
Fred Richardson?
Yes.
Carter Carey, Robert Parchman.
Yes.
Motion passed. Next, number 7, you got your $31,143.80 SRO grant refund. Can I get a motion on that?
Move we approve.
Second.
Any discussion on that?
I just want to point out one thing. This money can only be used for salaries, correct?
Do what now?
What's being turned in, it's only for salaries, right?
The equipment and the salary, we make contact, where we got this money left, when we bought the car, we decided to go to new car, used car. We got 5 officers, we bought 4 cars, $27,000. The school returned the city car back over to us, which, I don't know, it's 10, 12 years old, but we made it work. For $27,000, I tell you. We just followed suit for what we said to do. And after I talked to the grant lady today, about 60 to 65% of all agencies have got money to turn back. Now, if we don't use this money wisely, we're gonna lose all our grants. And there's some penalties to it. Now, they stipulate what you're gonna do with this money.
So they couldn't buy the money, you couldn't buy the car money, is that what you're saying?
Well, you remember when we had the meeting? We kept,
We approved to buy the car.
the new ones, then we come back and used, and then we also decided to go back with a school car, remember? And those cars, we bought them used, with very high control with a warranty for $27,000. Well, that was therefore the money different for us, so we stayed within the grant. Now, we also had talked that we could possibly be punished for not using all grant. This is the second year we've come to the table with $375,000. I say we stay in good faith, we do what we're supposed to do with this money, stay in good faith with the state, do what we're supposed to do, and keep getting the grant. That's my suggestion. But over 60% of the agencies out there, 155 departments is involved, that's the city too. They'll pay, 60% of them, they'll pay back money. And then auditors know when we're moving money, I can assure you.
So the cars, did the SRO money pay for the car?
Yes. At first, we didn't know. After a little homework was done, the state lightened up on us, and CTES got involved. If it hadn't been for that, we'd been putting back over $100,000. But looking for reasons to spend this money just because it's coming in. One day, y'all, I want you to think about this, 2 years, we've got a governor election. Look, the next governor don't want to fund all this. Guess who's gonna get funded? Right here. So I say we keep doing like we're going. I also want to know Howard even added to that to make sure we have enough to, if we went over the state. So we was prepared. But this is how it worked out. And regardless of what some say, these officers come to the table trained, They're the best, they're just as good equipped as anybody in Parkville, Dixon can be. I don't think Mr. Boyd's disappointed with them. And y'all, when you hire people, we don't never know when they're gonna quit. We hope they wouldn't. But we had one quit. That money goes into them though. So we hire somebody. We're looking at April, May, we'll get anybody in. Mr. Kerry's not here, Mayor, but, you know, he asked about the private schools. We're looking at $45,000 to $5,000 to get them in these college schools. If they make it, that's great. If they go one day and they don't make it, the county's lost $5,000. It's not reversible. They're not gonna reverse it, get it back. Governor Lee said it when we sent them to the state academy, he's paying all that people. So, you know, no matter what we do, I think we're best to stay on this avenue we are and make good out of the state money. But I'm open to any suggestion. But the failure was on the car. The 27,000 we rated could have had about $33,000 in it. And anything I can answer.
Any questions for Sheriff Kevin there?
Yes, sir.
Kevin, can the monies be used for the training if you can't get anybody into the free one? Your next big thing is pay the $4,000, $5,000.
What the lady indicated today, yes, sir, if it's to go toward the school, we can use that state money to put them in that school. But if they don't make it, then, you know, they'll stay, and then I don't, this grant here, I don't know how that would do us. If somebody didn't make it and they kept the state money, but I will tell you, if one quits or whatever, we're responsible for that money. And if they fail out, we're responsible for that money.
But it's good to know that that's available if push comes to shove.
Yeah.
You can't give them in the next class.
Personally, out of everything I've seen, the governor's office in the state of Tennessee has done Tennessee a great favor with this. For counties this size, you can't afford, $375,000 is a lot of money. And we give these guys everything in the world possibly got, from computers to safes, you name it. Of course, Mr. Ford, come on, after the work was done, he took off running with it. I think it's fair to say we're happy with what he got as far as the officers, what he do with his people. We got a boy we hope to come back soon off of surgery. I've got people interested, but they cannot go to the schools and work in the schools until they get state certified to go. It's gonna be dead weight for them in the school.
Anyway, if you look on the state of Tennessee website, there are, there's a lot of information, and the parameters for the grant is when it's finished, whatever is left over has to go back to the state of Tennessee.
Yes, ma'am.
And they're gonna audit, and they're gonna make sure that you're turning in what you did not use. And so far, it's not been a penalty based like other grants. It's, if you don't use it, we're still gonna give you money the next year, so, and it's been the same amount for 2 years.
Yes, ma'am. And we come to the table in good faith with them every time, and we have not been penalized one time, regardless of what you read or told. It's not been that. I think our county will tell you the same, mayor's office tell you the same, a lot of you know that. We've been transparent and honest about every bit of this money, and we're going to continue to do so. And it's worked out for us. Anything else? Thank you.
Any other questions? Got a motion second, don't we? Do a roll call vote, please.
William Agee?
Yeah.
Stephanie Smith?
Yes.
Randall French?
Yeah.
Steve Hall?
Yes.
Glenn Baggett?
Yes.
Jonathan Floyd? Darrell Kingsville?
Yes.
Howard Spurgeon?
Yes.
Vicky Reedy?
Yes.
Gene Tolly?
Yes.
Garrett Mathis?
Yes.
Fred Richardson?
Yes.
Carter Carey? Robert Parchman?
Next, number 8, you got $6,300 sheriff's secretary payroll.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion?
What's it for? Yeah, what's it for?
it was part-time money, instead of getting the 10 hours before we went to 9.5, we just keep turning it in ever since the budget. And I was gonna forward it up to the secretaries that both were paid, try to retain that I've got.
How much are they making? Well, normally payrolls, we like to see that done
Yes, sir.
annually when we do the budget. How much is this gonna increase their hourly rate?
And a couple of dollars. Probably around $2. It's not very much. I know it's around 9,000. And I might be wrong. I know it's showing.
This 6,300.
It's not, we are not finding anybody part-time for that. And we just keep rolling it. And I thought instead of rolling it, rolling something. I want to remind y'all that we haven't had a audit finding in the sheriff's office for 6 years now. About 6 years. I don't know, I'm finding 3 different budgets.
Is one of them gonna be doing your grant administration?
Well, they've been pretty well doing Spencer, Beth, and others, or they've always pretty well helped with that stuff. Then we have some outside help from the state person.
Just trying to get my head around it, that's all.
Well, she didn't figure every piece of paper coming through that office, they're handling every piece of paper, every report, payroll, et cetera, and that's a lot of pieces of paperwork. I ain't counting records requests that's coming in every month. It takes them away from their detail. It's a lot of work for 2 women to handle. But as the mayor, I mean, look, your office gets slammed with paperwork all the time too, I mean.
Worse every day.
But whatever y'all decide to do, be fine with us.
Is this a one-time thing, or is this something you're gonna do?
It's just-
And it's in his budget.
If it's still
already.
here, you don't have to have it.
Only thing, Kevin, you and I talked about.
Yes, sir.
I think bothers me is, I don't like to change salaries mid-year. And I thank your people that sort of, as I talked about, but I have a problem changing year. And the other thing is on grants. Don't you use part of that for salaries too?
What, the grants?
Yeah.
That's only on the school officers. And the school,
What about the litter grant?
well, that's kind of a whole lot different. I mean, actually, that's really kind of the mayor's office. We just oversee it. Because it's our truck, our prisoners, and that takes a whole lot off the mayor's office. Then you've got the GXSO grant. We've done well enough on that. Instead of 5,000, we're coming to the same amount. The state's giving us 10,000 because it's been took care of, and we're showing productivity out of it, and we got a raise. So outside them 3 grants, that's about all we got going. As far as the deputies, what y'all give them, what they make.
They did get the raises and everything else straight.
Yes, sir, everything's great. Mr. Mayor and myself, there was a little glitch there, but, I've been sure that all been straightened out, and now the, school control will get their,
They even have a sick leave and everything.
everything.
And health insurance options, like they're treated, okay, since you opened the door on this is outside of the parameters of
Give her a microphone, please.
the movement. So our SROs are treated, they get their health insurance, their, I don't know, PTO time doesn't seem like the right name for it, but their time where they can accumulate it, and when the school is out of session, they can also be out with paid money so that they don't have to be stressed.
That was the issue that I didn't challenge the other night because I knew it was just oversight. I got the mayor and administration, and we got that fixed. They come to pay them now, they get their sick leave back, they get annual leave back, and they are a county employee.
Very good.
And
And they're gonna get retro what they didn't have during that time period?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, and I realize this is off topic from our
Yes, ma'am.
current motion we have on the floor, but thank you for that
Yes,
information.
Everything's gonna be, they're gonna be every bit of what well,
If they are working school functions, they will get compensated on time for that. Is that
if
correct?
they don't work school functions and they work the road, they're still compensated. If they make comp time, it's actually the same thing as what you wrote off. If you don't do it like this, you're gonna have a breakdown in the department. You're gonna have people making money where other people not making money, which is gonna generate a problem for the department. And, you know, we went through that when we was doing the budget, set the budget for this. And a lot of you come to the table and said they need to make straight across the board. Nobody should be any different than the rest, because they're all county employees. And that's what we did, and it's working out pretty good. Everybody's getting on pretty good. And, now that's got corrected, we're
Okay.
good to go.
All right, so we've got a motion on the floor. Let's move forward with it, y'all.
The guy with the shoulder surgery, he'll be back pretty quick.
Well, we're hoping, we give him 7 months off for shoulder surgery, which, when you look at the student term, that's a long time. But he did sit, he's in the FMA, and, he filed that, and he just didn't get his sick leave, so now we're gonna give him sick leave, so he'll get payment of that.
Any other discussion for the sheriff? Do a roll call vote on this.
William Agee? Stephanie Smith?
Yes.
Randall French?
No.
Steve Hall?
Yes.
Glenn Baggett?
Yes.
Jonathan Floyd?
Yes.
Darrell Kingsmill?
Yes.
Howard Spurgeon?
No.
Vicky Reedy?
Yes.
Gene Tolling?
Yes.
Garrett Mathis?
Yes.
Fred Richardson?
Yes.
Carter Carey? Robert Parchman?
No.
Motion passed.
Thank you very much.
Motion passed. Next, you got your reports. You got your judicial commission
We
report.
accept them all.
Second.
Motion and a second for all. Any discussion on any of it? Thank you, Callista, for being here and what you do for the county. Appreciate your reports all the time. All in favor? Opposed? Next, got public comment. Anybody want to make public comment? Floor is open. If not, motion to adjourn. All in favor? Opposed? Passed.
Joey, good night.
Thank you.
See you.
See you.